We've made a lot of progress.
Pigeons?
Yeah, stop it.
Come out of nowhere.
We've got a lot happening today. There's so much going on. We've had all our windows delivered now, and we've just had a delivery from CSR for all the cladding, so that pretty much means we can get to lock up and be free from burglars.
Burglars, are you kidding me? One of the big design changes with this brick box is that we've been tossing up whether we're going to render or bag or paint the brickwork.
I think we decided pretty early on we weren't going to render it because I don't love that flat finish and I wanted a little bit of texture. So for me, it was between bagging and painting the brick.
Now that the bricks have been sprayed, I think it gives it a really beautiful touch, and I love the actual texture of those old bricks. Now that we've got that Mojo colour on there, I reckon it looks stunning.
So now the majority of the house is sprayed, we are ready for the new windows. But before we can install the new windows, we need a new roof. I will say this has definitely been the most stressed I've seen you.
Yeah.
Preparing the old roof for a new roof has been really hectic for you.
Being a carpenter, you want everything to be flat and level and perfect, but this old house has just moved so much over time. It was a real challenge.
So we've got the roof going on today. It's been 2 weeks living with the tarp over our heads, and it's only been like a couple of hours in and they're smashing it, so we're pretty much all covered up and we've just got the ridges left to do. I did measure up the roof sheets myself and I was short one sheet, so we had to get a bit of extra material, but I'm really stoked that Dave and Brent have come back in to help me finish the roof off, and it just it makes life so much easier knowing that I've now got a 100% watertight roof. It's just so much weight off my shoulders.
The roof is a massive transformation because we've got this really old brown tile roof, so to see the new coloured bond roof, it's going to look like a new house from the top. Building the deck roof out and building that little gable end over that bedroom makes such a difference to how the house looks at the front. Originally the house was really flat and there was definitely a big line, whereas the gable ends have just given the house a bit more dimension now.
It's been a massive few weeks lately. We've been doing some big days and the progress has really come along. So now that we've got the roof 99% done, we're really starting to see the transformation of the exterior take shape.
Yeah, we started pulling out all the old windows now that we've got all the new windows here on site ready to go. So we installed all the casement frames on the front facade, and then Wideline sent their guys out installing all the actual sashes.
And once the sashes are in, that's when you really started to get a feel for how the windows look. The nice big white frames are going to look absolutely awesome next to the Mojo colour. So that dark contrast is definitely what we're after for this house. So where the gable end is over the deck, we've decided to line that on the rake using some VJ boards, which is going to add to that coastal vibe.
The good thing about those VJ boards is that it's a semi-exterior product, which means you can use it outside and up under the eaves, and it's a masonite product, so it's good to handle the weather. Putting the VJ up on the ceiling on that rake section wasn't like the easiest job in the world. It took a few of us, and you want to make sure you get those lines dead straight as well, otherwise it starts to look really crooked.
Now that the eaves are in, the boys can start cladding. We've chosen CSR Scarborough weatherboard, which is very traditional and works well with the look we're going for.
I think it looks nice because it's a simple profile, but it gives it like a really nice shadow detail, like where it laps over each board.
We're just having a chat, and the original plan was to paint the whole house in the Mojo colour because I really like the idea of having a dark house with all the white trims and handrail to make it really stand out. We've had a few people walk past and the neighbours are all like, wow, I love the colour of the top of the house, and we're like, oh, that's
just the undercoat.
That's just the undercoat. And I totally understand what they're saying because I actually really like that too, but I feel like we should stick to our original plan because I feel like once the handrail goes on, you'll lose that light grey anyway. You'll hardly see any of it.
I think so.
And then what do you do on the garage?
What do you do? That's the question. $1 million question.
The paint's gone on and I really like it. This is what I'd envisioned all along. So I'll let Ollie, our painter, finish this little section and we'll step back and have another look, but I think that we'll go with the darker colour. I think that looks really good. I like it.
Happy?
Yeah. We stood out the front with pretty much everyone that was on site that day and anyone who happened to walk past and wanted to put their 2 cents in, and so we've chosen to use Toowoon's Mojo for the rest of the house. The boys are working really hard outside, and it's exciting because work's still happening on the inside. We've got the tilers here and they're tiling all the bathroom. It's exactly how I imagined it would look so far, and I'm just so keen to get upstairs and start using that bathroom. We've got the vanity going in, we've got the shutters going in over the next couple of weeks. It's all going to come together eventually.
I've definitely got my work cut out for me over the next few weeks. We're going to try and get the studio to lock up, the deck built out the front, and the garage frames stood.
We're also going to try and get the scaffold down on the main house, and essentially our goal is to move upstairs.
Really trying to straighten the roof out and get it, get it as best as that we could. Get it as best we could. As best as